Hey everybody, I am back again with another toy review. This time it is the newly released Man Ray action figure from Eastman and Laird's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventures from the Archie Adventure series. He also comes with a little comic book sea turtle and his little sidekick buddy, Bubba the Gublub. Always wondered how to pronounce that. I could possibly be pronouncing it. It could be like Boobala, but I'm not sure. This series is something that I've wanted my entire life. I mean, well, not my entire life, but my life since I saw these comic books. There's some fantastic artwork on here by Ken Mitchroney, who did the early issues of the series before Chris Allen took over. The boxes of these are beautiful. This reminds me of Chris Allen here. It reminds me of like Donatello's Portal. Very cool. The first figure released in the series was Slash, which we'll show you his box real fast. The thing that's neat too is that they're doing these like comic books. So you see here it says issue 1, and that is Slash. Man Ray here is issue 2, and then issue 3 is actually Dreadmon, and then Jaguar is number 4. I cannot wait to see who is next in the lineup for the series, because like I said, it is an absolute dream come true that they are even doing this. I've begged and begged for ages for somebody to make a line of Archie figures. So without further ado, let's take them out. You may have noticed the little sea turtle is taped inside the package. I had taken this out already and took all the little ties out and everything because I freaking hate those stupid things. I'll show you the backdrop that's in the packaging here. Very neat comic book look going on here. Like an ocean with a fuchsia sky. I'll say, I won't say it's red, but yeah, very cool. Nice backdrop for the figure to stand on. Let's get all of that up the way. Gets over some accessory stuff real fast. So he comes with a Harpoon Gun, which I believe he steals from one of the bad guys. Is it Shredder that has it? I can't remember. There's somebody that has it, and Man Ray takes it. But yeah, it's pretty sharp. So be careful. Be careful out there, folks. Don't go poking any eyes out with these. Next up, that's the little guy I taped in the packaging because he kept falling out when I was trying to stand it up. And it's this little cute sea turtle in the style of the series. Very cool. Doesn't really have any movement, and it's not bendy or anything like that. It is, I believe, made up in separate pieces. The lower shell is a separate piece, and so is the upper shell. So like the little green squishy turtle pieces in the middle are separate as well. So there's 3 pieces to this little sea turtle here. It's very nicely done too. Very comic book looking, so that's great. Then we have the real star of the set is Bubba the Gublub. He has absolutely no articulation at all, which kind of sucks. I was kind of hoping his arms would at least move or something, but they don't. No leg movement either. Tail doesn't move. Let's see. It looks like it's hard to tell. It can't possibly be all one thing. So I think the body itself is all one piece of plastic. His little antenna here, that you can see is plugged into the top of the head. I believe the like frails around the eyes and the whole eye area, that's a separate piece. Actually 2 separate pieces. I think there's one here, one here. The mouth is a separate piece, I want to say. The little fins on the chest are a separate piece. The arms are separate. The feet are a part of the body. And I want to say, as is the fin on the end of the tail also. The fins on the back are a part of the body as well. So, you know, these things have, you know, lots of separate pieces going on, but they really don't have any articulation at all. So they're just definitely accessories, little props. Here is a extra head that comes with Man Ray. It's a smug look. I quite like that one. Very nicely done. I actually almost like how the eyes look on this head better than the standard, which I'm just going to show you real fast. So there's the, let's bend him down a little bit because it's kind of tall. So you can see there's his angry face and then his smug face. The sculpt on the smug face, I feel like it's really good. Angry face, I mean, it's not bad. It's like, I don't know. It feels like something's off to me about it. I don't know. But yeah, let's see real fast how easy it is. Whoop. Okay, so that's pretty easy. That head popped right off. And can we get this one on though? Not really going in too well. Not really. Oh no, I can't tell if it's, no. I can't get the head on. Good Lord, Ray, come on. Got some paint flakes going on here. I cannot get this other head on the peg. There we go. All right, that definitely takes some work. It is easier to get the head popped off of the body than it is to get it on. So what head do you guys like better? The smug one, which I like, which I'll probably end up keeping on him, or the angry face. Yeah. But for the sake of the review, I'm going to try to get the other head back on. Hopefully it doesn't take 10 minutes. Oh, that one actually went on really easy. This other head is more difficult to get on. So, I will get into his articulation in a moment. I just want to show you guys all the stuff he comes with so we can get ourselves together. I'll get this out the way so that it doesn't fall. So he comes with a bunch of hands and his little tail here. Get all these hands out, hands on. All right, let's try to move in a little bit here. I'm always afraid my camera is going to fall over. So he comes in the package with these punching hands, ready to beat up some bad guys, some ocean polluters. If you remember your Archie comics. What else does he come with? He comes with these grabbing hands. Can grab whoever he wants. Shredder, Kitara, whoever. This is like a weapon holding hand, it looks like. This one goes with that one, I believe, but they're also styled a bit differently. Let's see. And then these ones are, goodness, there they are. These are he's got some very open fingered hands here, which I can't recall him doing his hands like that. They're quite stuck. I didn't take these out and really work them before doing the review. But yeah, I don't know if they're painted or not. They just need heated up, and that's a common issue with NECA stuff, especially these turtle figures. Yeah, I cannot budge these joints at all. Whew, I cannot budge these joints, man. I'm gonna get black and blue marks on my fingers. Cannot move, man. Damn, those are stuck. I heated Ray himself up before doing the review. I should have heated up the hands, but I heated him up and all the joints were now. I had a lot of trouble with the knee joints, especially the lower knee. There's like yellow paint in there for some reason. I don't know why. And his shoulder on this side was actually popped out of the socket in the package, which I didn't realize when I purchased it. So I had to heat it up with my blow dryer, pull it out, and then push it in really hard. And I actually got it to match fairly well with the other side, thankfully, because I really didn't want to have to try to hunt for another one. Even though he's not been too hard to track down for me. I picked up a few of these for some other people as well. So let's get all these accessories out of the way. And the other head and the hands. Okay. Actually, real fast before we move on to the articulation and stuff, I'm gonna take the hands out so you can see. So these ones I did fuss with a bit, and now you can see they move pretty easily once you get all the paint flakes off them and stuff. I don't know why they do that. Stop painting your joints, it's freaking annoying. Let's see, we'll do the grabby hands. I don't know, I feel like Ray wants to be grabby, so I'm gonna do it. I just want to see how easily these go in and out. There you go. Yeah, those joints are not budging at all. Man, those are tight. All right, so there's that. Just wanted to show you real fast. I'm going to put the punching hands back in. All right, then we're going to get into other stuff. You can see, we'll save the tail for a few minutes. I have to move my camera here. The head, I'm going to bend them down so you can see it better. The head articulation is really neat. I wasn't sure how they do it because of like how the character is designed, but they did it in just a way so he can, it rocks a lot. You can really pivot it that way or that way. You can get all kinds of movement out of it, and of course it does, well, it pops off, but you can turn it backwards too, which, I mean, he doesn't really do that, but and then you can have it really flushed really well to the body. Other pictures I've seen, it wasn't really like that, and I think it looks weird when it's not like it, because that's how the character is. They did it really well. There are other characters I wish they had done this with, like the Toon General Trag figure. They gave him a neck, and he doesn't really have one. His head is kind of sunk down into his body, but they kind of worked around it that way. Anyways, let's see, what else has he got going on? Oh yeah, since I'm breaking stuff apart here and giving you guys a breakdown of how they're made, his little antennas on his head, they are a separate piece of plastic. They're not too soft, actually. It's a little sharper on the points there. Let's see, the fin on the back is part of the head. So the teeth are separate on the top, teeth are separate on the bottom, and I don't know, I'll try to open his mouth up a little bit so you can see. That's too hard to show you. You can maybe see a little bit. The red tongue inside there is a separate piece of plastic in the mouth as well, so that's very nice. And that's something another company I like, Jack Specific, has been doing with their Sonic the Hedgehog figures, and it looks so well. It makes things pop really well with these type of characters. Really neat. Let's see what else. His fin on the back is a separate piece of plastic. Has a big plug in the back there. I mean, you could probably take it out if you wanted to try, but why would you? It's very soft plastic. It's not bendy at all though, which is unfortunate. I feel like they could have done that and it would look pretty neat to be able to move this back, but they probably would have had to make this thinner, I would think. I don't know. He does have a peg in the bottom here, which is neat for his tail, which we will plug in shortly here. I'm going to go over the rest of the sculpt and articulation first, though. Now, the little scales on his body are actually sculpted on. It might be hard to see in the video, but they are sculpted, and each one of these little things is painted. So it's nice. If you rub over, you can actually feel the texture of them. It's really neat. What else? So he has regular ball joint shoulders. Like I said, I had issues with that one, but it's okay now. Rotates really well. Let's see. Then he has the cut here, and that's just plugged in. It will pop off if you mess with it too much, though, so don't do that. Has the joint at the elbow, and it is actually plugged in. You can rotate it a little bit. I don't know if you can really see that plug in there the way it is. You have to really fuss with it, though, to try to get it to rotate like that. I wouldn't advise it, personally. In the past, they made, like, cuffs and stuff on the wrist, a separate piece of plastic, but these are actually attached to the forearm. Let's see. Hands, as you saw, I got them moving pretty well. This one has really weird articulation. It's kind of cut on the side here. It's not, like, in the middle of the wrist. Let's see. He has an ab area here, and it's just unplugged. It's not like a real crunch or anything like that. The lower, see, this is all hard up here in the lower half of the body from the midsection down. There's like a frame underneath this, and this is a very rubbery piece of plastic. And which is great though, considering like the way he's built, and if you want to try to get good leg movement, you can really get a good high kick with that. You know, and I feel actually more confident lately with these new leg joints on these NECA figures. They rotate up here as well. The old ones, ooh, Lord, they would snap real easy. These ones are real good. That you can see. They kind of stopped using the old one, which I'm very glad they did. So moving on, I'm going to move on to the legs here. Same type of thing. Sculpt the little scales and stuff, all the lovely comic book lines. I didn't have any trouble with the upper half of the knees when I took them out of the box, but it was the lower half. And for some reason, I'm going to try to get this back up all the way so I can show you. I don't know if I'm able to work it now. It's still tight. There you go. You can see those yellow lines in there. I don't know what is going on there. I don't know if that piece of plastic is yellow or there's just yellow paint in there. I don't know. But it was really stuck. And I had to... This one's even worse. You can really see the yellow. Yeah, it was really stuck. I had a lot of trouble. I had to heat that up real good to get that moving. Then we have the leg, or the feet area. He doesn't have articulation here. A lot of the figures had their legs pegged in here, and you could rotate the boots around and stuff, but he does not have that. He just has standard articulation back and forth. And then it does have the swivel, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I've probably mentioned that in every video of a figure that has a swivel on their feet. All right, so here's the tail. I'm going to look at it real fast. It looks like it should be bendy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's bendy. I think I saw somebody else say that it wasn't bendy, but oh, yeah. That is certainly a bendy tail, man. Sweet. Love it. Unless they didn't get the wire in theirs, man. That is fantastic. Usually when you see these holes like this and a tail of an action figure, it usually means they have a bendy tail. I was very disappointed when I read that somebody said that he didn't have one, but yeah, he certainly does, folks. He definitely has a bendy tail, which I'm having a hell of a time trying to get it in his fin here. Or wings, whatever you want to call that. There you go, you gotta really work it. There you go, now it's in there. That's neat though, that they did that. Love it. You can get that moving real good. That will help him stand too, probably. Just depending on how you bend it. So he won't really need a stand to stand on if he's falling down. But he stands pretty well on his own, even without that. Even considering with the big wings. It's just a damn good figure. Very, very good figure. So, like I said before, I mentioned the first figure in line was Slash. Here he is next to Man Ray. Soon before we know it, we're going to have all the Mutanimals here hanging out on our shelves, which could not be more awesome. Well, folks, that is about it for this review. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, have a good one.